What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. I got my coffee, and I got a great night's sleep last night, so I'm locked in and ready to go. Commentary should be a little more passable this time, now that my brain actually functions. This was level 40, that's 10 to 40, so I don't think we should mess with that yet. That's 35, so that might be a little chunky for us, too, for right now, so we'll probably come back for that, I suppose. I guess I missed... No, I didn't miss this chest. That's the one we couldn't get yet. I was getting a San to break it, but I couldn't... The other Blight pustules weren't lighting up for me to break them, so... I guess we'll come back to that, too. 10 to 40 just sounds a little much for our current progression, so I guess what we will do is continue on with getting these Blight Samples and do the family's missing home. Which is this way, I think.
Are you alright?
Back through the mines that we cleared last time. I know I said it a little bit last episode, but I do love the Grey Warden getup in this game. We look good. It's really letting me embrace the fantasy of being a Grey Warden, which I haven't been allowed to do since Origins, so I do appreciate that for all this game's flaws. I do like being allowed to be a Warden.
There's a problem.
Hold that thought, Nev. One sec. You got some Blight pustule bullshit going on. Yeah, see, sometimes they just don't all light up. Perhaps that's why. Indeed. Rupert Voss's field checks. Dug the south field, dug the close field. Don't dig again, keep moving. Shout a wish down a well, and it will just say it again. Check the fields, it's there. I know it's right, can't leave yet. Dug the south field, dug the close field, dug the south field.
Digging over the same areas, what was he searching for?
Well, let's see what was up here. Didn't have us clear that blight for no reason. Level 30 blight that we didn't mess with last time. Hello, gorgeous.
Statues. They're Chantry sisters.
I think they're supposed to look peaceful. These ones just look sad.
Oh, those statues. I was confused for a second on what it meant. This would have brought us up this way naturally. Other stuff's a little high level for now. Thankfully, we can just come back whenever we please, so... I'm gonna have to tackle it this second.
Farmland.
Where my mom lives.
Big parry.
Rook, that goes to you.
Check out the ballista. Could be useful.
Could be.
Still alive? Still alive.
You say it with so much doubt, Harden. I do wish the Warden chests were a little more specific to Warden gear. I feel like that's the first time I've actually gotten... sample. Howdy, friend.
And Darkspawn are connected. Did it sense us going after the boils?
What if we get cheeky? Okay, we can't. That would have been a little cheeky. I'll parry that. Monk.
That's Rook for you.
Now it's your turn.
Let's see. Weakened. And that'll detonate it.
It's down.
He got shit on.
Well, that's a relief.
And he dropped me a Grey Warden shield. Thank you.
And another sample.
That's gotta be enough samples.
Yeah. Let's get back to Veilguard and Antoine.
Hold that thought, Rook. That was the only point of the ballista. It's to maybe get him. I guess if I had gone up here and shot this when it came out of the door, I could have just IO drove him with the ballista, I guess. Well, first things first. This farmland quest before we progress. Meeting a friend out by the well, knocked upstairs, but Mom said she's still not feeling well. I'll be home for supper. If I beat you back from the fields, I'll get it started.
Signs of a family that disappeared.
You bet.
First time I've had a chest that you had to open for me. Hello, investigation. What is this? You looking into a demon, or is that Elganon? Emilio Voss's diary. I came up here. I needed to think without it watching me through his eyes. Can it do that? He's down in the fields. Says a blight's coming. Of all the wild things, but he's ready. He just needs to keep digging. Ursa came by later, but something in what she said. Has it taken her too? The door's locked from the outside now. When did that happen? I can hear water dripping. I won't get out in time.
They knew the Blight was coming. But how? What went wrong after?
Something toyed with the people here.
It's probably the demon we already met. They do like doing things like that. It seems like the demon was messing with a lot of people, not just Gaspin. Had that guy digging in the fields over and over again for something he would never find. Makes you wonder if we could find whatever he was digging for in the south fields. Perhaps we could.
Does it bother you staying in Solas's old hideout?
It is what it is. And maybe we can learn something. You?
It doesn't. That's the problem. Shouldn't it?
If anything, I think it would bother him that we accosted his old place of power to work against whatever he was trying to do. It'd bug him, not us, if anything, harder. Which I kind of like. It's like a petty fuck you. Like, I took you home. Hold that. Then again, I'm probably in the minority of people who don't like Solus. I feel like most people probably do. To me, he's just Anders with a fancier title. That's all he's ever really been to me. Who are we supposed to turn that back into? Unless we just went. 10 to 40, 10 to 40. 35. Yeah, we're not done yet. Whoops. But we had already grabbed all that. Well, this is the south fields he was digging in. He threw some stuff down the well.
A well? Well. An echo? Echo?
I mean, shit, if it was up to me, I'd just yeet myself down there. An echo always answers back. It always listens, too. As thanks for clearing the boards. It's making sure I'm ready. Nothing has to change. The days don't have to change. Dad will be in the fields, and Mom will feel better. Her voice is in the well now, too. We just need everything ready before the blight comes. It was right about the dead birds. It's right about this, too.
Whatever this echo was as well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
Promises them a way out, then keeps them in the same place. Like a game.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once. Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well. Sealing.
Yeah, come get some. Is it a hunger demon?
It's done. No more echo. For now.
Things like that are usually hunger demons. They sit there underneath a village. We read about that in Origins, how one of those demons can drop an entire village without anybody even knowing what's happening, because they'll just sit there and slowly waste away and do as it's told. So it's probably sloth or hunger, if I had to guess. See if we can warn her away from the well for future reference.
The Voss family? Did you find anything?
There was something in the well. It got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. The stories. But it was sealed.
And it is again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa.
That's good.
Thank you for letting me know.
You are very welcome. I'm sorry I couldn't kill whatever's down there. I would have liked to. I was hoping we could just hop down the well and get it done. That would have been my preference.
Antoine? Antoine!
Yes? Yes, the Blight Samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And Rook? I believed you, but to hear it? I almost hear voices in it. The gods.
He has an exceptional ability to hear the
We knew
blight.
things were bad. But
That
if
must
the
be
Blight's being
torturous.
called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought.
Knowing what I know about the calling and stuff,
I
that must
give
be
you to
torturous.
Rain, and this is where it leads. Chasing Rook's lies.
First
You
Warden,
were told to stay away. Or does your allegiance to us no longer matter?
Of course it does. Fighting the Blight matters. That's why I'm here.
You're here for your ego, not for us.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. He's telling the truth. The Blight has changed, and that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
Come on, man.
I took the same vows as you. We're on the same side.
You're on thin ice. You tampered with a ritual that unleashed blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
It's my fault you're in trouble.
Ah, he's never really liked us.
I mean, I understand the first Warden's perspective.
There's you, Davrin, me, and Antoine. We make it work with the four of us.
They'll come
You
around.
and Davrin work with your new friends. Antoine and I will track Darkspawn and the Blight.
In so-called peace, vigilance. If we learn the gods' plans, you will too.
And then we'll go to in-war victory.
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work. She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elgarnon had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready. And they had just the target.
The chain reminded me of Kirkwall. I'm sure it's not. There's no way we go back to Kirkwall. We've never gone back and forth to places like that. Antoine and Evka tried to convince the first Warden that the Blight was changed and the gods were responsible. But he refused to listen. It wasn't the outcome they wanted, but they weren't giving up there. Though ordered back to Weishaupt, Antoine and Evka promised to keep investigating the Blight and send word if they learned anything more. And just quickly...
If he agrees to meet for a report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
Yeah, I think you were too.
Thanks.
You need to head back to Weishaupt.
Soon. We can risk a small delay before we're missed.
We'll continue helping here for a while, and help you on the way if we can.
Good people. Yeah, just real quick, while I wrap things up in this area. I understand the first Warden's perspective there. I mean, he's not wrong. We did tamper with something we didn't understand and unleash Blight. Like, that is what happened. It's more nuanced than that, but from his perspective, he doesn't... He's the commander. We should be doing as we are commanded. We weren't commanded. We didn't tell anybody that we were doing that and dealing with Solus like that. We just went and did it and then told them after the fact. So, of course, he's going to be a little upset about that, right? That makes sense. The part that's frustrating to me is that the game is not really giving me a chance to tell the whole truth. It's making me say some shit and then just let him do as he pleases and tell me no. But it's also it's doing that to try and paint him in a smug negative light, but the decisions he's making are correct. He just needs to speak more. He just needs to listen more. Which I guess, I don't know, maybe you could argue that the position of power, that they don't listen. Maybe that's what it's trying to do there, but I'm inclined to believe that he would listen. Certainly more than he has been doing so far. Upgrades area abilities, affliction damage, stagger from final attacks, crit damage, lead into strike ability upgrades and area abilities. Final attacks leads into Cleaving Strike. Not too interested in Cleaving Strike. I think we're gonna have to pick that up to go further down this line anyway. Stagger from charged attacks is 20%. That's pretty good. leads us into smash abilities and strike abilities. Hidden enemy with a strike ability deals increased damage equal to 50% of your base weak point damage. That sounds nice. Upgrade strike abilities. Upgrade smash abilities. We don't need medium armor mastery. We're not wearing med armor anymore. We're wearing heavy. Let's do oh, we have 2 points. So let's get what's more worth our time here. With a single area ability. Strike abilities are guaranteed to do critical damage versus enemies more than 10 meters away. That's very nice. Let's get the crit damage. And then one of these abilities did bonus crit damage, right? Somewhere. I swear one of these had crit damage. I swear I saw crit damage. Dagger, charged attack, maximum rage. I guess not. Alright, let's dip into our companions quickly. Look at this. Attack my target deals 50%. Applies vulnerability to fire damage. Okay, so you can stick with the main weapon. This shield is just a flat increase, I think. Yeah, we'll give him that. You're purple now with that, so that's good. How are we doing here? Overwhelmed duration. 98% bonus ability damage and detonations also apply burning. Fine, we'll get you looking more Grey Warden-y. Emmrich, what can we do for you? Applies necrotic vulnerability. Deals 100 necrotic damage to nearby enemy. Okay. Detonations damage versus demons and undead. And prime is less 25% longer. Yeah, I'm happy with you where you're at, actually. Warden. Attack my target deals 50% stagger. Stagger is good. Attack my target deals 300% damage versus staggered enemies. Yeah, let's get you just staggering more. Sundered duration. Yep, that's good. That'll do for Warden. Why are you telling me that there is still something I didn't... Oh, it's this. Every time you use a potion, you have a 10% chance to gain it back. Gain precision the first time Warden uses an ability. Let's try and get the potion back. Especially gonna spam healing at me sometimes if I need it. Lucanis. With Lucanis in the party, your critical ability hits apply bleeding. Using Lucanis' abilities grants you 10% ultimate. That's a good bonus. Yeah, I imagine the purple is just gonna be superior. Vulnerability to fire is good. Overwhelmed enemies have reduced fire resistance. 20% overwhelmed effectiveness. Give her that. You also have 2 skill points, so let's dip into this real quick. You detonate weakened. That's pretty good. You apply overwhelmed. Okay, so let's keep going on this line, and let's get this line buffed up. So she needs Spitfire and Dragonfire Strike. Spitfire, Dragon's Roar, and Dragonfire Strike. Perfect. Alright, we're good on that. Now the next thing we have to do is go chit-chat to Lady Morrigan. Which should be fun. We also have Fit for a Warden, which is the gift for Davrin, so we can dip back into the lighthouse real quick, give him his gift, and then zoom on back to Ducktown. And probably talk to a couple of companions while we're here. I'm sure there's something to wrap up. They usually get chatty after we do things. Checking on an echo. Rook. I went with Wardens, Rodri and Janey to check on the well. We made sure it was still sealed, packed the earth tighter around it, and Warden Iona, she's a mage, said she'd put wards on it. The echo is buried for now, but it never truly disappears. Wherever it's gone, if you meet it again, be careful, and don't listen too close. Sincerely, Ida of Lavendel. I'm glad the Wardens decided to take care of that. For all the shit talk that you could try and do for Wardens, BioWare, we handle our business. That's all we've ever done. Bellara, Taash, Lucanis, and Davrin. And Emmrich. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of chit-chatting to do. Gotta talk to everybody. Everybody apart from Scout Arden. Let's start with Davrin. Come into your Griffin child.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Well, you get high marks for effort.
He's toying with me. So what brings you by?
Nice to have a fellow warden on the team.
It is.
Our paths may not have crossed at Weishaupt, but we have one experience in common.
Ah, the joining.
The moment they handed us a chalice with archdemon blood.
And the moment we took a sip.
What were we thinking?
My head was exploding. You tell me.
It's an honor.
It was nasty, but it was an honor. I was thinking, I'll carry the Warden standard with pride.
I was thinking that I might puke all over the standard.
Oh, an exemplary Warden in the making.
Good times.
Yeah. Though I can't say I've got it all worked out, being a Warden.
Feeling lost?
Sometimes I think about the calling. You hear stories about other Wardens who have left for theirs. Here, Warden. Thanks for your service. Now enjoy the creepy sound in your head.
But don't worry, that's just an archdemon calling out to Darkspawn.
And before you succumb to that nasty blood you drank way back, how about you spend your final days in the Deep Roads?
And take a few Darkspawn up while you're at it.
Nice knowing you.
Can't imagine why you'd be feeling lost.
Better to die dealing blows to the enemy than to die and become a spawn, right?
What's the problem with our illustrious leader? Is the First Warden always a pain, or is it me?
A bit of both. You know he's all about discipline.
And I'm not.
Well...
Okay, so maybe I like to keep things loose.
And the First Warden wants everything lashed down tight. I can see why you might feel a little lost.
Well, I find out we've secretly raised griffins this whole time, and you get to play with them. How did I miss that meeting?
Nothing personal. I only got called in when the Gloomhowler showed up.
Nothing like that. Just trying to learn the ropes.
More like trying to learn the ropes of leading versus learning the ropes of the Wardens.
For a living. It's damned weird.
Hero of Ferelden figured it out.
Legend in the making. You go to war with the army you have. Weishaupt will come through.
Son agrees.
A noisy griffin who'll squawk the enemy to death.
No armor can withstand that.
Don't encourage him.
Won't happen again. See you two around.
Yeah, we're learning the leadership role more than we're learning the Warden role. Being a Warden is quite simple. You follow orders and you put swords in Darkspawn. You protect the innocent, destroy the spawn, inspire people. As Blackwall said in Inquisition, save the fucking world if pressed. No big deal, nothing too serious. Let's go, dude. Taash and Lucanis. Probably talk to Lucanis first, because he's been a little upset with us. Which is understandable, based on what happened in Treviso.
Fancy mage clothes.
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Oh, God. Whatever, just stop being bitchy.
I don't know what your problem is here, Taash, but you're out of line.
Relax, Rook. I'm a big girl. Taash, you mentioned me trying to make my mother happy. What's that have to do with how I dress?
It's just something my mother said the other day. That I act more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
My God. Whatever. Canary can wear dresses. They do whatever they want.
But Canary wear dresses all the time. Your mother does.
I am not my mother.
Clear and to the point. But her words got under your skin, and it's not just about clothes.
It feels... right. When she says I act more like a man. It feels... right. Why does it feel right?
Taash, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
I would disagree.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
I feel like there's a lot of women who like being a woman. This doesn't matter. This is... We got a world to save. I need you to stow that and get your shit together.
Forget it or dig into it, whatever you have to do. But if our dragon hunter isn't at her best, people will die.
Yeah. I'll figure out my crap. Whatever it is.
Good.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
She does.
Oh?
To look at. I'd smudge your makeup.
Thanks for letting me down gently.
Yeah, that's not even... We got bigger fish to fry. Do what you want. It doesn't matter. I'm not here for your mama issues.
Lucanis? Where is he?
Yeah, where are you? Food inventory from Solus. Lots of salted meat, not sure what kind, not halal, large quantity of raisins, seemingly untouched, several jars of honey. He likes honey. Yeah, I'm not here to encourage or discourage whatever Taash has going on. It's not my problem, it's not my business, it's a non-issue. Your problems with your mother are not really problems with the gods or the Blight or any of the relevant things in attendance right now. We don't need it. We don't need to discuss it. We don't need to dwell on it. You have things you gotta do. We have things we gotta do. Just stow your personal private shit and deal with the job. I don't mind to some degree, but I mean, he's just upset at her mother for encouraging her to be herself for that. I don't know.
If that
There's a whisper in this wall. We
dragon had taken Minrathous, I hate to think what the Venatori might do with that sort of chaos.
Thanks to us, Nev. We'll never know. We put a stop to that shit. Okay, Bellara. What's going on with you?
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. a common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that, it's kind of mean.
Ouch.
I thought it was just an archive. How can it be mean?
It's got a personality. It's throwing jabs.
Creator, I mean. An archive spirit takes on the personality of whoever makes it.
I would guess Belasan, maybe.
That's an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Probably just tell them what to do.
Right. Don't waste time on them, just get to the point. Let's try it. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory.
Mythal, then, I guess.
I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
I thought he said she.
The Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
Forgotten One.
What or who is a Forgotten One?
The bad gods, or so we were taught, told never to speak their names. Elgranon, Gillinane, they were the good ones that you could pray to. But now we know the truth about the Evanuris. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solus was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Archive, tell me about the Evanuris.
A group of cowards hiding behind their more powerful magic and superior numbers. Their jealousy of Anaris was palpable. Their war is unending, but Anaris will prevail.
Archive, tell me about the Dreadwolf.
An ideologue and a fool who will soon pay the price.
Ooh.
When Anaris dispatches
They're gonna be friends, Archive.
he will spare a thought for Fen'Harel.
You have a chance to learn more about your people. Go for it. Just be careful. And try not to break anything.
Right. Thanks, Rook.
Yeah, me and him are gonna get along just
Must be
fine.
given to Anaris, for he will cast down the oppressive Evanuris and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
Or you don't want to listen to the propaganda, Rook. But shit, he had me calling Solus an ideologue and a fool. Like I said, just like Anders. Alright, so now Emmrich and Lucanis is by the mirror, looks like. Chat to Emmrich first. That's not how I get to Emmrich. Because it says up, I always want to run down that slip street. I don't think I can rank you up yet, can I?
Strength
No, I can't.
earns mastery.
We probably should. Okay, we have it. No, never mind. We have everything equipped that we need. I'm glad my Griffin helm upgraded. I do need one more though, so that I can get my duration of companion cooldowns. And then I just need to... Hopefully we'll get some of the heavy armor stuff. I do wonder if the loot chests in this game are RNG or if some of it's more specific. Like, can I kind of force the game to give me the duplicates I'm looking for, I wonder. What's going on, Emmrich?
Rook, interested in visiting the Memorial Gardens?
What are you up to?
I must tend to some rites in the necropolis. I'd like to show you its more peaceful side.
I'm cool with that. We'll unlock some more exploration zones too. Still gotta figure out how to get into the places I'm curious about in the wetlands. Something tells me I am gonna be walking into Spite here, not Lucanis.
Back, demon! No further! Isn't standing up to them supposed to work?
Let Lucanis go! Don't make us hurt both of you!
What's going on? Lucanis?
It's not Lucanis, it's the demon. It's taking him over. He's trying to leave.
Smells like jam and brimstone.
Rook, do something!
I mean, what do you want me to do? Get a crucifix?
Spite? Stop. You're not taking Lucanis through the Alluvion.
I could, if you'd move.
But didn't you want to talk to me, Spite?
Where? Off a cliff? Or worse?
How did... Rook? Taash?
You tried to walk through the Alluvion in your sleep.
Spite wanted out.
I need coffee.
Are you sure you're alright?
This could be better. It's hard for Spite to take control when I'm awake, so I try to stay awake.
You can't just stay awake forever. I think that would kill you.
Most likely.
I'll be more careful next time.
Pat yourself down? We stupid. Oh, maybe it'd be better to chit-chat to him.
We have to make Spite understand that he's endangering you.
He's Spite, not learning. He doesn't listen to anyone. Don't worry about it. This won't happen again. And thanks.
I feel like we could probably talk to Spite and make him understand at least a couple ground rules. Questions on demonic possession. Why do demons seek to possess the living? History claims that they are malevolent spirits, the first children of the Maker, angry at their creator for turning from them and jealous of those creations he considered superior. They stare across the veil at the living and do not understand what they see, yet they know they crave it. They desire life. They pull the living across the veil when they sleep, and prey on their psyche with nightmares. Whenever they can, they cross the veil into our world to possess it outright. We know that any demon will seek to possess a mage, and upon doing so will create an abomination. Most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures. One demon is not the same as any other. Demons can, for instance, be classified. Enchanter Brahm's categorization of demons into that portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon has held since the Tower Age, except from the Maker's First Children by Beda, senior enchanter of Ostwick, Aetol Blessed, scrawled below in Lucanis' handwriting. Emmrich declares this categorization limited by Navaran's standards, and Nev claims it makes the matter overcomplicated based on what she's seen. Either way, it speaks only of mages again. Every text says I should be dead or impossible. There must be something else. Yeah, I'm curious to learn how she managed to stick a demon inside a non-mage. Theoretically, it shouldn't be possible. It's way more stagger on some of this stuff. 222, 202, 292 with more stagger. This is technically the best weapon we have. Critical hits, leech, and damage deal is quite nice too. That's better on just about anything. Oh, sorry, just about everything. Let's get that on. That's giving me more physical damage and way more stagger and more defense. And when I level it up, it's going to give me more health too. So, because it really doesn't matter anyway, because it looks the same. Now, just in case we keep the buffs of this, even when we aren't like whipping it out, I'm inclined to keep these equipped like up to date, just in case. What this? 25 resistance versus Darkspawn is kind of nice. Like maximum stacks. 20 defense relative to Grey Warden allied strength. 25 damage versus armor, 15 heavy attack. The medium armor is probably going to be better than the super light stuff. Even though this is technically a higher upgrade. We sacrificed 20 defense though. But we get so much more ability damage. We'll try it. I'll see why not. One thing we do need to do now though is go enchant those. I would like to use the heavy armor, but until I find duplicates of it, it's going to be a little tricky. Let's enchant the light armor and this axe, I guess. There's resistance. Generation. Advantage, defense, health. Let's crank the health on it. Or the defense, sorry. For this one. I wonder if there's just like a passive we can put on this. Like, I do wonder if they apply even when you don't have that necessarily equipped. Alright. Before we wrap the episode, let me just check and see how we're doing on side quests. No side quests there. No side quests there. We have moderate strength with the Veil Jumpers now, though. A couple quests there, but that's main story stuff. No new stuff in the Necropolis. Just the Hall of Valor there. Warden's Final Repose, which we don't have access to yet. Okay, everything's caught up. So, when we do next episode, we'll start with Emmrich's thing. And then I'll probably go check out the Hall of Glory. Because that seems like it'll be fun. So, probably do that. Or the Hall of Valor, sorry. We'll probably go there and see what's going on here. Alrighty, everybody. That is going to be a big ol' wrap for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you're feeling particularly generous, please check out the links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Dragon Age the Veilguard. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.